all along Alcoa Boulevard. That's what this is called. And we get the kids to school to up here program safely. And then we also have a program at the YMCA. So it's split here and at the YMCA, but it's both on this strip. So half go this way, half go this way. And then we have about 15 to 20 mentors out there making sure that they're okay. Nonprofit organization out here. They're called Mid City Can. They're fantastic. They're big into advocacy. We're working with them right now because they started this youth opportunity pass. Anyone under 18, you could ride the city bus for free, which makes sense. And it's incredible. The city wanted to take it away.
What have you found these kids need the most?
Support. Honestly, the biggest thing is support. A lot of times, if their parents aren't active in their life, they're working to try to make ends meet. If their parents are not active in their life, they're running the household or they're not home. A lot of our kids turn to gangs because they have lack of support and no adult pouring into them, or they're trying to find a sense of where they fit in. They just don't know because they've never fit anywhere because they haven't had a sense of family or community before. So being here, we offset that, you know?
What emotions do you find that you're dealing with the most when you first get them raw?
Anger. They're mostly really angry and really overwhelmed because they don't know what they're feeling. We do mentorship, but it's social emotional mentorship. So we develop them social emotionally, and we have these workbooks called the Forward Thinking Journals, and we go through every 12 weeks a different journal with them. So we would start with handling difficult feelings. They don't teach that stuff in school. Right. And at home, if your parents working all the time, they don't have time to work with you on that. So we teach them how to manage that, and then we talk about like the big four. Just because you feel sad, it might not be sad. There's an emotion that's spread off on that too. Correct. So we have a feelings wheel, and it helps them like kind of determine like, okay, if you're feeling this, let's walk that forward. Let's see where you're actually coming from. And we kind of guide them through that. And then the mentors, they have a large group, they do small group, and they do one-on-ones. And they have small group mentoring 2 days a week, one-on-ones once a week, and then they have large group every single day. Right now we're going to be putting in some volunteer tutors, because a lot of our kids, years ago, I'm sure you're all familiar, they passed No Child Left Behind, and that did so much damage to our community because our kids do need a little bit extra help. They're not getting help at home, and all you have time to do it at school, you don't have time to do it after school. When you do it at home, you're not learning.
You get left behind.
Exactly. Yeah. You get left behind. And so, since we're not leaving them behind, some of them have 5th grade reading comprehension, and they're going to graduate next year. That's so problematic. So we try to work with them on that too, because if we're with you after school, we're kind of mom and dad in it right now too, you know? Like we make sure they get fed when they're with us, we make sure their homework's on when they're with us, and we make sure that they're hands-on. Hi, I'm Alexis Crespo. We're at Youth Empowerment, and we are a nonprofit located in City Heights, San Diego. We've been around since 2015. Our founder, Arthur Soriano, he did 23 years in and out of the California prison system. He decided to come back once he got out and give back to the community that he once harmed. All of our mentors are lived experience. 90% of them were formerly incarcerated. Out of the formerly incarcerated individuals, 95% of them were ex-lifers. So they were never going to come home. And now they're home, they're in the community, they're working with all of our participants, youth and adults, providing resources, providing mentorship, case management, and doing a lot of placement with different types of services. There's a lot of community partners out here as well. And right now we're in our community room where we host our after school program. I'm here today with the founder of Cherry Willow Apparel.
Joe, excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization?
So we go in and we work with partners to help bring a vision to life and help them create connections in the community by allowing their supporters to be representatives of those organizations and go out there and spread that message, through apparel.
Youth Empowerment is actually a part of that initiative. And we have the kids in a design competition right now. So I can't wait for you to see what they've been able to come up with. And the cool part is we're going to pay our kids $100. Whoever wins the competition, they're very, very excited about, as you can tell, because teenagers, who isn't excited to get the money? I mean, as an adult, I would love $100.
Yeah.
As a founder, what advice do you have to people who are in the situation of being unhoused and want to overcome that?
That's a great question. So I think reaching out and trying to get support from people that have been through it before. It's one of the things we're working on. Is we also have a technology company that we're working to, build an app where it's accessible and it's able to have all of the resources, the wonderful nonprofits that exist to serve these people, that they can find them in one place.
One thing that you talked about is working with people who have been in the same situation as them. We have credible messengers. And the credible messengers are those who lived through what you've been through, but specifically here at Youth Empowerment, those who have been formerly incarcerated or severely affected by trauma. And not a lot of people realize the difference it makes of talking to someone who actually has been in the same exact situation as you. we're not judging you. We're excited for like your journey and to like be a part of that story. And my question for you is, after all of this is over, what do you hope that you accomplished?
The main goal is just to inspire people that may be sitting on the sidelines right now or feeling like they can't make a difference. Just inspire them to take action. I think action is the answer. If you don't act on them, then you don't affect change. And so like that's what I hope that I can inspire somebody to do. It's like, this is what I did. This is what I thought would make a big impact. And so that's the goal. Is like you can make an impact. So go out in your community, find a cause that you're passionate about, and just reach out.